Hi guys, it is so good to see you again for another video. Thank you so much for joining me. Honestly, I really appreciate you taking the time and watching my channel and subscribing to my channel. So if you are enjoying it, please do remember to subscribe and hit the like button. So today I'm using a brand that I've never used before. It is CYO. I didn't actually find what it stands for. There was lots of different variations, but it was like color your own, choose your own, create your own. Fundamentally, the message of the brand is be unique, you are who you are and you can do what you want. Well, everything is under £7.50. I think the most expensive thing is one of the eyeshadow palettes, which I have, and that's £7.50. And it's cruelty free and not tested on animals, so it's ticking a lot of boxes. However, it was announced that CYO would no longer be stocked in the UK. So as some background, it is/was stocked in Boots. They had the 17 brand, which was their kind of, do you remember 17? It was the kind of low priced. I actually like some of the 17 stuff. Got discontinued, and Boots bought in CYO, which I believe is a brand that started in the US. And when they announced that CYO would be coming to the UK, I remember seeing at the time there was a lot of press and a lot of hype and a lot of excitement about it. And I mean, that was only, I think, start of 2018 that it got launched in the UK, and then by mid-2019, so like 18 months later, they announced their intentions to stop stocking in the UK. I don't know why. I mean, I bought all of these products kind of mid-2020. I just haven't got round to doing a review on them yet. To be honest, I forgot that I had them. So we're about to go to myself in the past. I wanted to start this video with the look. So this is the look I created with CYO products. And warning, we're about to go to myself with no makeup on. Let's get to it. So here we go. I hope that didn't scare you too much. This is the first time I've been on my channel with no makeup on. Let's sort this out, and let's sort this out quickly. I've already done my normal skincare for the day, which is face serum, face moisturizer, primer, eye cream. So my face is primed and ready. This isn't necessarily going to be the way that I do my makeup on a day-to-day basis. I only have 9 different products from CYO to try, so I'm going to try and make it work with what I've got. So I'm going to use all my own sponges and brushes, and then everything in the look is going to be CYO. You guys have already seen the look. Right now, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Okay, I'm going to go straight in with the CYO Long Lasting Foundation. It says it's life proof. I've got it in the shade 103. Number 1, shake. Number 2, dot on cheeks, nose and chin. Cheeks, nose and chin. I mean, we're not doing forehead? I'm going to go forehead as well. And blend. It says use fingers, brush or sponge. I'm going in with sponge. I'm going to add a few more drops to my sponge. So there we go. First impressions. Do you know what? I've seen really good reviews about this. Like, really good reviews. People have been absolutely raving about this foundation. It is very light coverage. I can still see my freckles. I can still see a couple of blemishes. But it is long-lasting foundation, so maybe it's that power of staying on all day that people are loving. It's not bad and it blends well. I had to use a few pumps, more than I would normally, but my foundation that I normally wear is sometimes a little bit thicker. But yeah, I would definitely wear this on days when I've got good skin. If I haven't got good skin, then I need that coverage. But it is just as well that I have bought a concealer. I've bought the CYO High Coverage Concealer. It's called It's a Cover Up and it's in the shade Fair. So I am going to need to put this on some areas where the foundation hasn't completely covered. You know what? Now it's drying out and now I'm looking at it. It is really quite nice. It's sitting natural. It doesn't look too fake or thick or cakey. I can see why people like this. This is a really thick cream concealer. I'm going to go in on some of my blemishes I have up here, down here, maybe around under the eyes. I don't normally like to use a thick concealer under the eyes, but we're going to see how that looks because that's all I got. So I'm actually using a silicone brush It's not really a brush, it's silicone spatula. I really like a good concealer. Let's see how this works under the eyes. You know what? I really like this. Yes! And even though it's a thick concealer, it is working quite well under the eye. I'm really not applying too much, but it is doing the job. Okay. Have I got to play with next? Let's stick with face. I've got Contour Stick. This is a dual stick, one for highlight and one for bronze. It says contours in seconds like a pro. Well, we shall see. I've got it in the shade Fair Medium. It says, number 1, suck in cheeks. Number 2, go low. Temples, sides of nose, cheeks, hollows and jawline. Well, let's do as they say. So suck in cheeks, temples. Okay, really? God, that is very creamy. Temples, sides of nose, yes. I am just gonna finish my nose off there. Okay, sides of nose, cheek hollows, and jawline. Okay. Are we not gonna do any up here? I'm gonna ignore what the instructions have said and I'm just gonna whack a load around here as well. It's actually really creamy and it went on really well. Next it says get high. Forehead, yes, let's do that. Not so light on the highlight. I would like to see that a little bit more. Bridge of nose, yes, we'll do you there. Cheek apples, apples. Cupid's bow and chin. Blend, blend, blend. For my contour, I'm gonna use my contour brush because I love it. Let's see how you blend. I mean, I'm really having to go in. Appreciate that I've probably left that a little bit longer than I should to dry. You're gonna need a lot of blending. Okay, there we go. Contour stick, done. I am gonna do some highlight under the eyebrows as well. I'm gonna make under my eyes a little bit lighter as well. Next up, let's go for brows. I have got the Brow and Lash Gel in the shade Medium Dark. I'm thinking this is a dupe for the Benefit. So we're just gonna put that through. Whoa, whoa, hello. Oh, goodness. Let's sort that out there. Okay, okay. Whew. Be careful with this. This is really tricky to apply. It is so dark and so intense. It's just going everywhere. Let's try the other brow. I'm just going to take off a lot of the residue on the sides now that I know what it's like and really go in. Yeah, see, like it's just because the spoolie is so big, it is catching the skin. Let me see if it blends out with a brush maybe a little bit better. I mean, it's very dark. I am not getting on with this at all. Okay, so now I've got a little bit of a shape. I'm gonna get back on my trusty concealer and try and clear this up. Whew, I literally do not even know what to say about this. The spoolie for it is really big. Normally you'd expect a spoolie for brows to be half the size, but then again, this is Brow and Lash Gel. Yeah, probably as a mascara, fine. As a brow gel, woohoo! I just ended up like literally putting product in areas where I didn't have brows. So in fairness, it's good. If you have sparse brows and you want to fill them in, for me, I have dark hair. I've obviously gone medium dark. I feel like a bit of a clown. I would never wear my brows like this. Goodness. It's just so thick and I couldn't really get it to like blend to even kind of do like a bit of a fade. So, I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. But that was one hell of a surprise. My brow game is strong today. My expectations from a brow gel is something like a little bit more sheer that you can keep applying product to build up, and then that way you can have thin kind of colour payoff in some areas and then kind of thicker colour payoff in other areas. But this was just going for gold from the start. It was all or nothing. Okay, let's move on to eyes now. I've got the CYO eyeshadow palette. This is the palette called Rainbow Warrior. And I can't get into it. God, that's really hard to get into. Okay, so the palette I've chosen is actually very neutral. It's got a protector. Oh, and a second protector over the last 4. Why is that? 10 shades, powder and cream, 1 highlighter, 1 primer. Oh, okay. So this isn't just eyeshadow. The first 2 rows of 4 there are eyeshadows, as we'd expect, powder eyeshadows. These 2 here are cream eyeshadows, so the kind of bronze and the pinky. And then on the end, we've got a highlight and a primer. So I guess let's go in with a primer. That's good. I like that a lot. So I'm gonna go in with this white color here, which is the primer. The primer that I use at the moment for eyeshadows is like it kind of gives you a base. It's kind of like, it's almost like a concealer. You know, it gives you kind of like a bit of color. This is just, I'm gonna go in with my finger. This is just clear and it is silky. It almost feels like a kind of Vaseline. Let's try the cream highlight. I want to put that on my cheekbones. I'm gonna go in with the finger again. Ooh. It's not the shimmeriest highlight I've had, but day to day, sure. Right, let's do some of the eyeshadow colours. I've actually just grabbed the brush that comes with it because if we're doing a CYO review, why not use the brush? So I'm gonna go in with the darkest colour, this brown. It's a shimmery brown. Oh, hello Fallout. And I'm just gonna pat that, but whoa! Hi, pigment! Look at that! I am going to clean this brush and then I'm going to buff it out with, again, the slightly shimmery-y shade above it. The shades don't have names, but it's just this one up here. I'm just going to put that on the line. That's come out a lot different to how I thought it would. It's almost like a bronze. And in the pan it looks quite sheer, but I should have probably swatched these before just going for gold. Okay, in that case I need something super light. I'm going to go in with this shade here. I'm literally just dumping the colour on and then I'll buff it out. And then right at the top I'm going to go for this really light shade here. Okay, I can't do it with this CYO brush. Let me get a fluffy brush and blend. Okay, blended out pretty well. We're now gonna do the main lid. I'm really disappointed there's not like a shade to use to do the inner corner. I really like a nice bright white to do that with, but do you know what, thinking about it, I might even just go in with the contour stick. Yeah. Then for my main lid, I suppose I should probably use one of the creams. Let's give the kind of the cream brown a go. You know what, if you put it over the top of the powder, it actually kind of all blends together quite nicely. I'm now gonna go back to using the CYO brush that came with the kit, and you kind of use the flat head of that. Go back in with that dark colour. The fallout is real. And then just go under my lash line with the brown. It's funny because where I've buffed it out now and then put the cream over the top, that dark colour is now looking almost kind of like a browny grey rather than a rich brown, which it comes out as first of all. Next, I am using the Eyeliner Marker Pen. Oh goodness, it's an eyeliner pen. Now I see the 3 and it's got like 3, it's like a fork. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna start here. I guess I go, can I just, look, it is genuinely like 3 lines if I go straight across, but obviously I'm not going to do that across my lid, so I guess we're going to go sideways, which is more of a straight line. Okay, I've drawn on the eyeliner. You know what, it was very quick and very easy, and if you aren't used to using eyeliners, this would be very good because it is like a marker pen, so you can just like literally draw on the shape, and that was really good. The formula for me, I like a really black eyeliner. It's a little bit watery, maybe like more of a charcoal, but for every day, if you don't want it to be kind of like too popping and too much of a heavy eye, then it's a good colour. I'm really not sure about this 3 head that it's got on it. I kept wanting, you can only really use it kind of in across strokes, if that makes sense, because if you turn it the other way, then you're going to get those 3 lines. And I did keep wanting to like move my hand, my wrist around, so you can only do it sideways. But for an eyeliner, I mean, yeah, it's fine. For the price, it is fine. I've never used an eyeliner like this before. A lot of like the pen eyeliners have the really long pointy applicator, which you still need to be able to glide it, and you know, it can be tricky. But this, because it's literally like a pen and it's relatively quite a short and stubby applicator, you can just literally just like draw on your eyes. So yeah, I see the benefits of this, I do. Next we have the Length Mascara. Brush from root to tip, roll on as you go, coat at least twice, more is more. Okay, so apparently this builds up. Okay. I can't see anything. Hello? It's there. It's not really applying to my lashes very well. I mean, well, it is, but you can see I'm going over this same area. Okay, there we go. We got there in the end. You do have to keep going over and over and over and over the lash to apply the product, but we get there in the end. And it doesn't look too bad, and I had no fallout, which is good. Fine for top lashes. Bottom lashes were a little bit more tricky. With bottom lashes, you just want to be able to touch them with the wand, kind of pull it down and have that product apply. This, it does not happen, and you can't kind of keep attacking them over and over again, because then you're gonna hit the bottom of your eyelid. We're nearly there. Last but not least, lip. I only got 1 product for lip. This is the Plumping Lip Gloss. It says Speak Volumes. I do like a plumping lip gloss, so I'm interested to see how this works. So most plumping lip glosses work by having maybe like a menthol or like a cinnamon sort of product in them that kind of makes your lips tingle and supposedly, allegedly makes your lips look plumper. So let's go. This is in the shade Act Up. It smells quite fruity. You know what, the thing with my lips is I've been using lip plumping products for ages now, for absolutely years, and I do wonder whether maybe my skin or my lips has a little bit of tolerance to them, because the first time I ever tried a lip plumping gloss was the Too Faced, and that was like agony. Not agony, but it was like, whoo, I can't deal with this. And then now I use it and I'm like, yeah, I can feel something, but I mean, I can feel something. It is giving like that burny feeling. And then last but not least, I have the Fixing Spray. So we are going to spray this and finish it all off. The Fixing Spray has a really good like spray range. It really does spray. And it's a good size, it's 50 ml. I have to confess, I have used this recently. It was on a really hot day and it worked brilliantly. It kept my makeup on all day, and all the reviews online says that this is a great fixing spray. The only sort of kind of negative is that it does smell like pure alcohol. If you can get past that, it's great. And it doesn't last long, it's fine. The smell doesn't last long. It like, for me, it's fine. For other people, I had a look on the reviews, it might put you off, but in terms of what it does, it's a fixing spray, it's excellent. It will keep your makeup in place all day. I really do recommend this actually. Okay, final thoughts. So, my favorite products are the foundation, the concealer, and the fixing spray. If I had to choose one, the fixing spray. If I had to do a second, the concealer, and if I had to do a third, the foundation. I wasn't sure about the foundation to start with, but actually the more that I look at it and the more that I've used it over the course of doing makeup, I really like it, and I can see how this can pass as a dupe for some of the more expensive and the more high brand foundations. So these are my 3 favorites I will definitely keep using. It's no surprise to you that the product that I cannot get on board with is the Brow and Lash Gel. There's a lot going on with it. It's very intense. My brows are a hell of a lot darker than I would ever normally have them. I suppose as a lash gel, I mean, let me just try and put it on my lower lashes. It might be, I can't really see, but it might be fine, but certainly for brows, whoo, I didn't like it very much. The mascara as well, nothing much to shout about. I mean, as you saw, I had to put it on loads of times on my lashes, and yeah, I've already said about that. It's a fine mascara for top lashes. For bottom lashes, a little bit more tricky. I quite like the lip. Again, it's fine. Do I feel like it's plumping my lips? No, but it is giving that tingling feeling. So I will keep this in my handbag because as a top up or to put it on over colour, like, yeah, cool. The biggest surprises for me were the eyeliner marker pen and the cream contour stick. The pen, because of I've never seen an applicator like that before. And actually, do you know what? If you just wanted to do your makeup quickly, you're running out of the door, you just want to like put something on your face, this is actually really good, and I am going to keep this and I am going to use it. Maybe not every day, because when I do have time to do my makeup, I do like, as I said, the darker, like really defined cat eye. But this was for me, and I've been doing eyeliner for 10 plus years, 15 plus years. Yeah, really quick, really easy. If you're a beginner, try and get this, really good. And also the contour stick. Again, the more that I've been looking at my face, I do actually quite like the highlight. It wasn't as light as I wanted it to be in some areas, but do you know what? It is giving that subtle shimmer, and it is highlighting those areas of my face that I put it on. The darker contour, they were both really creamy and easy to blend. I'm kind of indifferent to the eyeshadow palette, and that I cannot open for the life of me. I do like the idea of that it is kind of like a one size fits all. You've got your primer in there, you've got a highlight in there, you have cream eyeshadow in there, and you have the powder as well. I think if you're gonna have something for every day, or just something to like chuck in your bag for like an overnight stay, you know, it has everything. Fallout on the powder, on that darker shade was real, but the pigment and the payoff was there. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I'm very much in the middle and I would use it. So there we go, guys. That is the end of the CYO makeup review full face. Let me know what you think. This is the first time I've used this makeup. Yeah, it's a shame that I'm only kind of getting around to using this after it's been discontinued here in the UK, but I guess that's what sparked my curiosity, and that's what made me thought that I wanted to grab it and try it before it disappeared from the UK. All that's left to say, guys, is thank you for joining me once again for another video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you're gorgeous just the way you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye, guys.